Welcome, graduates, distinguished faculty, family, and friends. I'm Jeff Brown, Dean of the Gies College of Business. One of the greatest joys of being Dean is the opportunity to celebrate the accomplishments of this year's graduating class. It's also a great pleasure to welcome the families that are joining us today. I know you're rightfully proud of your graduates' achievements. Like them, you've sacrificed to reach this day. There's no question that earning a graduate degree while balancing a full-time job is a team effort. Know that their accomplishments were only made possible by your support and love. We begin today with our national anthem.
Gently flowing, Illinois, Illinois, by thy prairies verdant growing, Illinois, Illinois, comes an echo on the breeze, rustling through the leafy trees, and its mellow tones are these: Illinois, Illinois, and its mellow tones are these: Illinois. Not without thy wondrous story, Illinois, Illinois, can be writ the nation's glory. Illinois, Illinois, on the record of the years, Abraham Lincoln's name appears, Grant and Logan and our tears. Illinois, Illinois, Grant and Logan and our tears. Illinois.
Hi, everyone. I'm Narissa Brown, Associate Dean of Graduate Programs and Professor of Accountancy here at Gies College of Business. I'm so excited to welcome you to the Gies alumni family, and you should be very proud of all you've accomplished during your time here at Gies. This investment you've made in yourself changes your trajectory and could change the trajectory of your family for generations. You are all resilient, determined, adaptable, a confident decision maker, and willing to learn from and work with a diverse group of individuals. These are all characteristics of great leaders and that's exactly what we consider you to be. You all joined our iDegrees programs for a variety of reasons. Some of you earned an MSM to advance your skills or prepare for a promotion. Others pursued the MSA to become a CPA or start your own business, or the MBA to advance, pivot, or change careers altogether. But regardless of your goals and the path you have traveled, you are all ending this journey as Gies graduates. You know what your degree and your accomplishment means, and I couldn't be truly excited for you. I couldn't be more excited for you. I want to thank you for choosing Gies to continue your educational journey. I also want to thank you for all the hard work you've put into completing your degree. I know this journey hasn't been easy, and the world has taken some twists and turns during your time at Gies. It's no small achievement balancing work, family, and a graduate education, especially as we emerge from a global pandemic. You had to make some tough choices to do this, and you made great choices to come to Gies and learn from the best faculty and the most experienced set of peers anywhere. Your education is a journey, and this is just the start. Gies Business is at the forefront of lifelong learning, and we offer many opportunities to help you to learn even more. Our entire team has been dedicated to ensuring your experience is the very best in graduate business education. Our programs are built for you. Our courses and experiential activities are based on your needs, your career objectives, your lifestyle, and also your learning styles. Know that as you move on to do great things, Gies will always be your home, and that you are a very important part of our family. You all have been such incredible ambassadors for our programs and for Gies Business. What you've experienced here is true online education with an in-person feel. Our online programs are designed to be an engaging educational experience with a community of lifelong connections. And your testament to the quality of your Gies experience is our best promotion. So many of you have continued to spread the great word about the outstanding education you can earn here at Gies, and I thank you. Today is a day of celebration, a time of reflection on all you've accomplished, and an opportunity to look ahead at all the great things to come. So thanks for joining us today, and congratulations again. Now I'm pleased to introduce our speaker for today's Convocation ceremony. Teresa Pogenpaul is Senior Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer at Unisys. She joined the company in May 2021 and is responsible for telling the Unisys story and accelerating awareness for its solutions and helping position the company for future growth. Prior to joining Unisys, she served Accenture in a series of senior marketing roles, most recently as Chief Marketing and Communications Officer for North America. Previously, she served as Accenture's Global Brand and Image Leader with responsibility for brand strategy, advertising, research, digital marketing, trademark portfolio, agency management, and support for acquisitions and joint ventures. Teresa has received wide recognition for her achievements. She has been named 5 times as Best Marketer by B2B magazine and selected twice for 100 Influential Marketers by the Internationalist magazine. She received the American Business Award for Executive of the Year and Outstanding Role Model from the Accenture Women's Mentoring Committee. Teresa serves several civic and community organizations, including the College of Business Deans Advisory Board for the University of Nebraska, where she earned a bachelor's degree in business administration. She also serves on the board of directors for the Chicago Children's Museum and has also served as president of the Chicago Business Marketing Association. Teresa proudly earned her MBA from the Gies College of Business. She also received the MBA Distinguished Alumnus Award. Welcome to Teresa.
I am honored to join you on this special occasion. Welcome to the parents, families, and friends with us today. Graduates, it's my great privilege to be here today to share in this important achievement in your life. You are graduating from one of the finest universities in the world and from one of the most prestigious business schools in the world, the Gies College of Business. It's also a moment of gratitude to the professors, classmates, families, and friends who have helped you along the way. It's a moment of great expectation as you look to your future and as we look to you as future leaders, imagining all the possibilities and accomplishments to come. 30 years ago, I sat where you are right now, receiving my MBA from this great university with the motivation, aspiration, and the fire that I'm sure you are all feeling at this moment. No doubt, one of you will be invited to give your own address to new graduates once you've built your own legacy. My time at Illinois has been invaluable to me in so many ways. My professors sparked my interest in marketing as a career. For that inspiration, I am grateful. And I was a teaching assistant for the undergraduate introductory marketing course, where I learned the hard way to be a storyteller, to engage my audience. Not an easy feat when it was a required course, and I had many finance and accounting majors who didn't think they needed to learn about marketing. We are living in a world of unprecedented opportunity and disruption in both business and society. And it is in these times of dynamic change that leadership is vitally important, as well as your ability to navigate when there aren't any playbooks for what you are facing. But you do have a great deal of control over something that is important to your success, and that is your personal brand, the value of your name, and the immediate impressions and associations that your name conjures up to your bosses, your customers, and your colleagues. I spend a lot of time thinking about brands from a corporate perspective. I have spent my entire career building and differentiating brands in the marketplace. And I know some of you are also focused on marketing and brand building for your companies. For more than 20 years, I was responsible for building the Accenture brand, ensuring that there was strong awareness for the company around the world. I'm proud that Accenture is now one of the world's most valuable brands, valued at more than $20 billion and ranked number 31 on Interbrand's Best Global Brands list, in between well-known consumer brands Gucci and Pepsi. That's a major achievement for a business-to-business company. I now work for Unisys, a global technology solutions company, where our newly launched brand will be a driver of revenue growth and will help us become a talent magnet. So what does it mean to manage a brand? Essentially, it means to advance the value and distinctiveness of a name. And there is a measurable, real dollar amount attached to that value, and value that shareholders watch closely. On the corporate side, our work is focused on influencing key target audiences, ensuring they believe, that's the company I want to work with, or that's the company I want to work for, or that's the stock I want to buy. Of course, you're a person, not a corporation, but isn't that what you want too? Don't you want people to associate great qualities with you and your name? It all happens in an instant. We interact with people, and based on that, they form impressions of us. Eventually, when they see us, or even just see our name, it will evoke a feeling, a split-second feeling. As Malcolm Gladwell put it in one of his books, it all happens in the blink of an eye. With your name, with your brand, you want positive blink. So how do you do that? Based on the privilege I've had over my career to work with and guide hundreds of people, both new college graduates and seasoned senior executives, helping them grow professionally, let me share with you what I think are the 7 keys to success when it comes to building your own personal brand, as you apply the experience and knowledge that you've gained from your education to the exciting new opportunities ahead. Number 1, Get smart and be a lifelong learner. Now, I know you're all smart or you wouldn't be here. But what I mean is continue to develop some area of knowledge and experience where you can legitimately stake a claim to having really specialized expertise. When someone wants to know something about that topic, when they want to pick someone's brain, you're the person they think of. Many of you are already known for your own special expertise. But getting smart also means getting out of your comfort zone and being a continuous learner to keep your knowledge and experiences fresh. While it may be tempting in this moment to think you've closed the chapter on learning, if you want to build a meaningful personal brand, your education is far from over. Throughout your career, you'll have an ongoing responsibility to put yourself in stretch situations so you can grow, as well as put others in stretch situations to help them grow. Nurture your curiosity. Take the time to learn new things. Stoke your imagination. Challenge conventional thinking. Adopt a futuristic mindset. As you get more and more experience, challenge the mindset that is easy to fall into. We've always done it this way. And help your team members adopt a similar mindset. I've seen plenty of people whose careers got stale because they were too committed to old ideas, old ways of working, old technologies. They didn't make the commitment to keep up with new things, or they just became complacent with the status quo. To me, an expert, by definition, is someone who combines the ability to be excellent in the present with an excitement about the possibilities that new ideas, new technologies, and new learning bring. So when people in your organization see your name, you want them to associate it with your commitment to keep learning and growing, always bringing new ideas, no matter how much success you've already had. Number 2, make yourself relevant. The next thing you need to do is take that expertise and focus it. One of the most important balancing acts in business life, especially as you build your brand value, is about how you spend your time. It's important to align your personal ambitions with those of your organization and its leaders. Figure out the sweet spot of your organization's strategy and power and make sure you're there. Okay, here's a test. Ask your immediate bosses what the 3 most important strategic priorities of your group are for the next year. If you look at your own responsibilities and current programs, and they don't match up against the strategic priorities, then you must do something about that urgently. Being smart is a good brand value. Being smart and relevant is a great brand value. Number 3, act, don't react. Here's a widespread myth in business life that you need to be aware of. The one that says someone is looking out for me and has my best interests in mind. Sure, once in a while that will happen, but in general, it's an attitude that makes us passive. It causes us to wait for opportunities instead of making them happen ourselves. You are the creator of your own journey. Raise your hand. Here's a quick story. Very early in my career, I had the chance to work overseas, an assignment in London, establishing a marketing function for our European business. It was something that exposed me to terrific experiences and great people. There were several of us in our Chicago marketing team who competed for the coveted London assignment. So the expectation was that I would go for a while and then come back to the States to allow others to go. At the end of my 3 months, I was talking with my dad on the phone about the fact I really didn't want to leave London. There were things I still wanted to accomplish. Now, my dad, at the time, he was a small business owner, and believe me, not a big fan of anyone saying you have to do anything. The ability to take charge and demonstrate interest was a big value to him. So Dad said to me, "That's not right. You tell them you're doing a great job and give them all the reasons you think you should stay." So that's exactly what I did. Plus, I communicated my goals for the project, not just for myself. And that's how my 3-month assignment turned into a 3-year stint, an experience that gave me really essential skills and experience and helped me build relationships that last to this day. I know many of you are not early in your career, so here's another piece of advice. If someone taps you on the shoulder to take on a big role you don't feel ready for, don't say, "Let me think about it and get back to you later this week." Have the courage to say yes. Believe me, nobody is ever fully ready to take on a new role. Taking on a new stretch role is not the finish line of a race, but the beginning of an entirely new one. Number 4, blow your horn. Here's another myth or misconception to avoid, the one that says your great work is always going to be noticed. Sometimes it will for sure, but guess what? People are busy. They have their own goals and agendas. So sometimes people won't connect the dots between your contribution and the success of the business and your stakeholders. And it's up to you, exercising some grace and humility to make sure your successes are not lost in the mix. This has been challenging for me, especially as I took on more senior roles. My impact was highly visible. It seemed obvious. Why did I need to tell people about it? The reality is, you do need to promote your accomplishments. You can't assume people know. And if you promote yourself, you can tell your story and ensure it's right. Use your accomplishments as a reason to communicate with the people who have a stake in your ability to produce. Help people understand what you do, why you do it, and why you believe it's important to the organization's success. And when it comes to performance review time, your boss will appreciate it when you take it beyond a list of accomplishments and actually connect them to the company's strategic priorities, something I mentioned a moment ago. And you are in charge of your narrative. It will be much more powerful with compelling data, results, and stories. Make your accomplishments memorable. Another tip, if you have your sights set on advancing to the next level at your company, or if there's a particular job or opportunity you have your eye on, make sure your bosses know it, and make sure senior leaders know it, including your CEO, your HR leader, and others. It can seem awkward, like you're gunning for your boss's job, but you need to do it. And I know I learned this lesson the hard way. As I received promotion after promotion and rose higher in my organization, I began to assume, incorrectly, that my work spoke for itself, and I no longer needed to promote the value of my accomplishments. And I was passed over for a promotion despite being in the succession plan. I've had instances when people came into my office upset that they didn't get a particular assignment or promotion. Sometimes I have to say, I didn't even know you were interested in that. So if you have a dream, speak up about it. Be known as someone willing to make bold bets on yourself. Number 5, be big. I just made several points about you, how to gain expertise, make yourself relevant, seize opportunity, and make sure you're recognized. But there's a bit of secret sauce. It's not all about you. Part of your brand must also be about your ability to think from a larger perspective. We always hear about being a team player. It really is absolutely critical. You have to be known as someone who respects the value of your team and your peer group as much as your own progress. In fact, the great paradox of business life is that the people who know how to be open, how to tap into the value of others, are the ones who are perceived as leaders. That's what I mean by being big. By contrast, it's the people who always try to press their advantage, who can't compromise, who seem small by comparison. When you think big, you make everyone else better too. And that's incredibly valuable. You've probably heard of professional sports players who become known as catalysts. Everywhere they go, every team they play for, they make it better. That's the real brand value here. Not only do you have a network, not only are you a team player, but you make everyone on that team better. Number 6, be principled. Here's an important insight into brand management. It's not all about surface impressions. Those impressions must be justified based on something very deep in the character of the organization. Companies can't fake this stuff for very long, and neither can you. I'm sure each of you has been challenged at some point when it comes to your principles. You need to think about, what do you stand for? What guides your work and the way you relate to people? What are the things you won't do? Here's one insight that I think is critical. When it comes to ethics, all the attention is usually focused on the big stuff, but it's also about the small stuff. Small lapses in your ethics can very easily become bigger lapses with bigger consequences. What you do in the small moments of your career, the way you speak to others, the way you faithfully report your work, the way you work with others are all what will really define you. And if you think people don't notice, let me assure you, people notice. And your decisions impact the companies you work for. Finally, number 7, show passion. One last insight for you. Remember that brand impressions are not just about rational judgments. There's a lot of emotion behind them. So work that to your advantage. Be passionate, care about what you're doing, care about the quality of your work. Yes, that might mean long hours once in a while, but isn't that part of the exhilaration of it? To see a challenge and work hard together to meet that challenge? There are people on my team who I would trust with almost anything because I know they care. If it takes them an extra hour, an extra evening, an extra day to get something right, they'll do it. Their passion makes a difference in how they feel about themselves and in how others feel about them. And it makes a difference in the quality of their work. They care and they take the time to get things right. And that's an almost unbeatable combination. That's one of the things you want people to think when they hear your name. There's a person who will stick with something until it's right. It's the brand value that leads to better assignments, more responsibility, and more visibility. If you have that passion and you put it into everything you do, the results are likely to be amazing for you, for your team, and for your entire company. So, my fellow Gies alums, I leave you with these 7 insights, which in the end are about continuing to develop as a leader and taking control of how the story of your life and your career gets written. It's about taking control of your personal brand. Nurture your special gifts and talents and then channel them into your organization's top priorities. Take responsibility for your career. Don't be passive and don't be afraid to be open about your successes. But then also be big. Think beyond yourself to your team, your colleagues, and the principles that guide your life, and care about your work. Take the time and the care to build your brand honestly, thoughtfully, kindly, urgently, and in the end, with a dash of humor. My wish for each of you is for a personal brand that grows in value every year as you create your success as a leader in the exciting years ahead. Thank you. And I congratulate each of you on this special day.
Introduce 2 great scholars and faculty in our online programs here at Gies, Professors Gerlando Lima and Elizabeth Luckman. Gerlando Lima is a teaching assistant professor of accountancy at Gies Business, and his research includes behavioral accounting, financial accounting, and international accounting. Elizabeth Luckman is a clinical assistant professor of business administration and a R.C. Evans Data Analytics Fellow at Gies Business. Her research interests include leadership, ethics, organizational culture, and management education. Please welcome Gerlando and Elizabeth.
Okay, let me say the magic words. Expecto Patrono. Oh no, it didn't work. Abacadabra. Thunder cat. Oh no, Brooke and Dean Brown will kill me. Okay, I think I know what to say. Business on purpose. In Brazil, we say that there are 2 types of speeches, the good ones and the long ones. I swear I'll try not to be long. Today is definitely a special day for everyone here. Congratulations on completing another great journey in your life. It's not easy to go through all these professors and courses, financial accounting, managerial accounting, marketing, and data analytics. After months of several logins, internet troubleshooting, team assignments, and listening to a lot of times that same music, waiting for Beyoncé or Bruno Mars to appear.
Welcome to this live session from Gies College of Business at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Please make sure your microphones are muted and your video camera is turned on. And now, here are your instructors, Professors Gerlando Lima and Jennifer Johnson.
Okay, let's stop now. You can see now that it was all worth it. And I hope you had an amazing time learning a lot of wonderful content with expert faculty. I would say to forget the pandemic, the war, the inflation, and your partner saying that you can watch the live session another time. But the best thing is that you went through all these problems and won. Yes, we live in a disruptive world, but now you are prepared to fight against it. Let me tell you something. You have only overcome one stage of your life. For sure, many challenges will come. So don't forget the learning you had during this period at our college, and remember to stay competitive. I want to share some tips with you. First, be an expert in at least 2 things, whether functions or activities. Change your portfolio, learn new skills, be different. I had to learn various techniques and disciplines, speak more than one language to be here today. Second, develop the greatest skills you possess. See what you are really good at and hone those skills. I have learned that I'm very good at international accounting standards, and that makes a big difference when I talk about international accounting with friends or in companies. If something is not adding to you, discard it and look for another one, because it's never too late to be happy. If something makes you unhappy, try to change it. Remember to never forget who you are, whether for the sake of other people or to fit into the status quo. Be your own essence and shine like never before. I will always be proud to have been part of each of your lives, because I trust that there is love and hope in these courageous hearts that are being formed here today. After all, love is the only feeling capable of leading us to our goals with wisdom in a unique way to make your eyes bright just like you are now. An important fact and its value is immense. Your values go far beyond test scores, GPA, or any number. It goes far beyond what any teacher can calculate. Your value is immeasurable. That's why I say, believe in yourself, believe in your potential, and walk your path in your own way, always with ethic and dignity, because it will surely be transformative. Don't let anyone belittle you. Exceed your expectations always. All great managers, as well as in all other professions, have come this far by believing in their words and in their best, and I hope you do too. Only then will you make a difference and achieve the long-awaited goal for which you are working so hard with all your heart. This is the most important of all. Another point, tour is human. Many say that the time to make mistakes is when we have a teacher by our side. But life is full of challenges and complex decisions, and tour is absolutely human. So don't beat yourself up for it. It happens to everyone. Don't give up on the first failure. Persist and look for different ways to make your future. You have come this far, and it's just the beginning of a life filled with challenges and achievements. The wisest things to do is not to despair in the face of a negative situation. The most important thing is to breathe, think, and then act. This is a tip that you can start practicing right away. Don't forget to live well, with joys and smiles. Recognize that all people can make mistakes and overcome mistakes. Once again, congratulations on celebrating your dream today. Congratulations to the people who have always been by your side, your family. They also deserve to receive that title. A big hug. Thanks a lot. Hasta luego. Bye-bye. Tchau, tchau. Congratulaciones. Parabéns para você. And now, let's party.
Greetings to all of the graduates gathered here today with family, friends, and those cheering you along the way. Today's your graduation day, a day to celebrate. It's also a perfect time to stop a moment and appreciate how much that you have learned and how much that you have grown now that you have reached this important milestone. Think back to that day when you started your I degree. What did you expect? What were you hoping to see? Did you take this journey to learn and to grow, to get a new job, a new seed to sow? Whatever the reason this path was for you, now it's time to reflect so you can break through to the next chapter of life, whatever it may be. Time to put into practice what you got from your degree. Just consider what you've learned, what all you've been through. Let's think about your classes and the profs who taught you. Your interest in stats may have been 0 to none until Prof. Fatina showed you that stats can be fun. And managerial accounting may have made you feel wary, but how can you argue with the knowledge of Prof. Gary? For some, finance is hard and can leave a scar, but you learned along Prof. Hator's smooth guitar. Econ's a topic that can be difficult now and then, so you listen to Prof. Larry because he's got the pen. Being successful's a duty with which you are now laden. That's what you heard loud and clear from Prof. Hayden. And you learned how to navigate your leadership woes during the weekly Prof. Denise and Prof. Elizabeth show. I am quite aware I've only listed a few of the faculty who hope to have inspired you to go out into the world and solve problems with meaning, to find what could be better and start intervening, to provide value to the world with strength without cease, to show them all the purpose of your time spent at Gies. There's a secret about purpose that you may want to know. The purpose of life, the whole point, is to grow. There are many ways to do this through family and friends, traveling, meeting people, changing your lens, taking on earning a graduate degree while working and managing life and family. You've been living your purpose while your degree you've pursued as you challenged yourself to grow to a new version of you. So here is my advice as you embark on your next chapter. Show the world that you've learned to be an adapter. The world is weird and messy and capricious, and it's no longer enough only to be ambitious. We also need understanding of the human condition, making trusting relationships a part of our mission. As leaders and employees, this should be our foundation to contribute value to the world through our organization. Experiment relentlessly and reflect on every action. Acknowledge successes and failures to reach satisfaction with your journey as a leader, which will never be done. And make sure you stop along the way to engage in some fun. And now you're ready to do this in a whole new way. Now that you've reached this point, your graduation day, stay connected to your classmates and your professors too. We have all found ourselves inspired by you. Congratulations on your achievement and on earning your degree. I'm wishing you the best now that you're graduating from Gies.
Next, I would like to introduce our two great student speakers who have demonstrated the excellence and leadership that embody a Gies alum. Michael Van Zoon is a joint IMSA and IMBA graduate, and Hee-Sun Lim is an IMBA graduate. Please welcome Michael and Hee-Sun.
Welcome, family, friends, faculty, and the graduates. I'm Mike Vianzin, and it's with great pride to speak to you all today because I am filled with so many emotions. Just like you, there are happiness, joy, excitement, sadness, relief. These feelings we're having are our own construct to the past, present, and future. I say this because thinking of it this way, we can really appreciate the momentous importance of today's occasion. So I started with the past. The past is what brought us here. Each one of us with a unique past that has brought us to the footsteps of the University of Illinois. My past comes from being born in the Philippines, immigrating to the United States in the 1990s with my father, my mother, my sister. It is through them that I am who I am, and I am eternally grateful. What was your past that brought you here? Over the course of my classes, I remember hearing from a submarine captain, a truck driver, someone with a Secret Service pass. business owners, doctors. I've met so many of you through these classes, and with the richness and the diversity of our past, we have all enjoyed fruitful conversations. We've learned and now believe new things. We've inclusively listened to each other, and we've all benefited in our writings, our actions, and in our thoughts. Second, it's the present, and it's about being present. And I want to share a story of my family about that. My wife and I were playing with our kids in the front yard when all of a sudden my wife said, "Don't you have class right now?" I looked at my watch. Yeah, 15 minutes. I was going to log onto the live engagement and tell my kids, "I'm sorry, time's up." But when I saw their faces, their fun-filled faces just evaporate in front of my eyes, I decided, you know what? I'm going to watch the recording later, and we're going to play a little bit longer. Thank you to my family. Thank you to all our families for supporting and helping us through this journey. On this journey, I've seen many of you stay engaged, stay present in so many unique ways. You could be on vacation, traveling for work, helping a family member. I've seen postings of babies, beautiful babies, weddings, graduations of their own children, and you were all able to stay engaged. Life happens, but the program was always there to teach us when we were ready and even when we were not ready, so that we could learn and be present in our lives. Finally, the future. We are all filled with excitement, but is there a sense of uncertainty? Do you have questions like, what do I do now? Or what will I do next? Or what will the future be? Well, let's squash those feelings, because you know what? The future is incredible. I look out into the future and I am excited to see all the amazing things that we Gies business graduates will do as we become the next generation of business leaders. I know this foresight can be a little intimidating. So if I could offer a suggestion that has helped me in the past, and that is to walk worthy. Shortened from a famous quote, "Walk worthy of your calling," these two words can help traverse the difficult situations that we will ultimately have to overcome. So go back. Always go back to your roots and what makes you you. And let those guide your decisions, because if you choose honestly and in a way that is worthy of your parents or grandparents, things that are important to you, your peers, your beliefs, your forefathers, if you choose in a way that makes them proud of you, you'll never go wrong. And more importantly, you will never feel wrong. And so, with passion in my voice, I am proud of all of you. I am proud to be with all of you. And I am proud to congratulate a class that has accomplished so much. And I know will accomplish so much more, because we are the class that has experienced it all. A global pandemic that has changed the way we work, that has changed the way we live, and that has fundamentally changed the way we business leaders relate to this world. At this moment in our lives, we are one family. We are one Illini cohort where our voices are strong, our hearts are full, and our minds are prepared, and we are ready to change this world. Let's embrace and congratulate each other. Congratulations, class of 2022. As we have converged and now emerged into something bigger, it's my time to say goodbye to you all. Good luck and best wishes from the bottom of my heart.
Welcome, distinguished guests, family and friends, esteemed faculty and administration. A warm welcome to loved ones watching from around the world. It is an honor to speak to all of you today. My name is Hee-Sung Lim, and I'm from South Korea. I'm not a good speaker because I get nervous easily, but today I got up the courage to send gratitude to many people who are helping to accomplish this MBA journey together. Under the mission of removing financial and geographic barriers to create a life-changing access to education, the school and the faculty members have dedicated to provide a powerful, accessible, and affordable MBA program. And I am grateful for the opportunity to access such a high-quality education. Also, I would like to say thank you to professors who prepare lectures, putting the efforts to deliver quality study materials and eager to help us to understand and complete assignments. Their affection and enthusiasm are highly appreciated. I owe a debt of gratitude to TAs, CAs, and academic advisors for their genuine care and the dedication to solve problems of students. Thank you again for your determination and dedication. I can't thank you enough to friends and family members for their emotional and financial support. I am confident to say that we could not complete this journey successfully without their consistent encouragement, sacrifice, and the strong belief that we can make it. I believe they are unsung heroes of this journey. Lastly, thank all of you who studied together during the last 2 years. Every class I met new team members and I learned a lot from them. I remember my first team meeting in statistics class and I was so nervous to have the meeting in English. However, my team members were professionals with kind hearts. Working with them, I could understand better the class materials and successfully complete the teamwork. In fact, there are many difficulties while studying, such as COVID, taking care of a sick family member, moving to other cities, business trip, and so on. However, team members cared about each other, helped to reduce the burden, and carried the teamwork without hesitation. I am grateful to work with people that I can learn from and respect. From this MBA journey, I have received a lot, and I'm determined to give back what I have received. Today, I also challenge you to give back what you have received to the people around you, to your community, to your country, and to the world. The famous journalist and the longtime TV news anchor Tom Brokaw said, "You're educated. Your certification is in your degree." You may think of it as the ticket to the good life. Let me ask you to think of an alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world. Your degree will take you to a better place with more power, more authority, and higher salary. I challenge you to use them to make life better, not only for you, but for the people around you and for the people living in this world. My dear friends, we are here to celebrate our achievements and say goodbye to each other. The lesson that I learned from this MBA program was not only limited to business management. I learned how to communicate, how to solve conflict, how to be more considerate, and how to give back what I have received. Life is getting harder due to increasing economic problems, social problems, and natural disasters which keep destroying our environment and community. But I believe you have the power to change the world because you are capable, smart, and care about other people. Let's use our ticket to change the world to make it a better place by giving back what we have received. Congratulations again on your achievements and good luck with your next journey. I'm proud of all of you and honored to be one of you. Thank you for everything and hope to see you again. Thank you.
Graduates, you're embarking on a new phase of your career in a time unlike anything we've ever seen. Business as usual has changed forever. Here at Gies, we believe that disruption can be a powerful engine for change and progress. There are lots of avenues for business to do immense good in this world. Business is a noble profession, and ultimately at its core, business helps others. And when you frame business through the perspective of the impact it brings to society, it helps give you a guiding purpose. And business is increasingly global. As you've experienced firsthand, online education, when done right, can provide a global experience unmatched by any residential program. It creates greater opportunity for ambitious and talented learners, no matter their location. You've seen in your classes, in your breakout groups, and in your group projects what can happen when those doors to opportunity are open to learners from around the world. You're living proof that when the power of technology is creatively harnessed, it can help deliver impactful and engaging online learning. During your time in Gies Business, you've grown both personally and professionally. You've been challenged in your academic work by some of the finest business professors in the country. And you've been inspired and motivated by your classmates, whose diverse professional and cultural experiences and points of view have opened your minds and hearts to new ways of thinking and acting in the world. I ask of you today, will you continue to rise to the challenges of leadership, where more than the functional aspects of management are expected, if not demanded? Will you assume your obligation to serve humanity through your work, to lend a hand to those who need it? Will you find the imagination to let your work impact social and economic justice and create new pathways for a world in need of compassion and opportunity? This is what it means when we say business on purpose. It's the intentional pursuit of ethical practice, to diversity and inclusion, to bringing together a world in need of unity and shared purpose. Graduates, when you succeed in this way, we all succeed. You are Gies. As alumni, I ask for you to find ways to stay involved with us. I encourage you to take the opportunity to speak to a class or to take a phone call from a student who's interested in your field. Convince that colleague of yours who's looking into grad schools that Illinois is the best place to get your graduate business degree. And please know that your Gies education doesn't have to end here. We want you to continue learning, and we'll always be here to make sure that you have the latest skills to be a successful business leader for many years to come. No matter where your path takes you, we hope you will always find your way back to Gies. On behalf of all of us at Gies College of Business, congratulations on your achievements in earning your degree. We celebrate your success with you. At this time, I ask the graduates to please turn on your cameras if you've not already done so, and please move your tassel from the right side to the left, signifying the conference of your degree. Congratulations.
Congratulations. I'm so proud to be able to call you a fellow Gies Business alum. Your degree from this world-class university can take you to places you never thought possible. Without the University of Illinois, my family and I never would have been in a position to positively impact lives. Our university has given each of us the ability to influence the world in such a positive way. Your impact in life won't be measured by how much money you make. Your impact will be measured by how you change the world and those you touch along the way. At Gies, you've become a purposeful leader, a leader with the tools, experiences, and alumni network to pursue your passion to make the world a better place. And the power of the Gies Business Alumni Network is real. And it's truly a network built on action. Wherever you go in the world today, chances are there's a Gies alum nearby. An alum willing to listen, offer advice, give you a leg up, or just strike up a friendship. And you can do the same for generations of future Gies Business graduates who follow your lead. Enjoy every moment of your journey and make what you do meaningful to you. It's a great day to be an Illini. Welcome to the Gies alumni family. Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, you all did it. As you move forward in your career and in life, please remember you always have a home at the Gies College of Business. You'll always have a team here to help you navigate challenges that come your way. So please stay in contact with us and let us know how you're doing. Also, know that we'll be here to support your lifelong learning journey. As you continue throughout your career, you can always come back to Gies for the skills you need to succeed. I love that I've had the opportunity to engage with so many of you in my roles here at Gies and seeing the impact we're able to have on your life, even from thousands of miles away in many cases. And seeing that has been extremely rewarding for not only me, but everyone here on our staff and in our faculty. So here's to you for being incredible people, talented learners, great ambassadors, purposeful business leaders, and now University of Illinois and Gies College of Business graduates. From our family here at Gies to yours, congratulations And we could not end this without saying ILL.
Congratulations, everybody. This is truly a day to celebrate. Now, let's all sing along with Gies Online students and faculty in Hail to the Orange. A 1 and a 2 and a 3.
Hail to the orange, hail to the blue. Hail, alma mater, ever so true. We love no other, so let our motto be.
Congratulations, everybody.
Now go out in the world and be successful.